Hiya guys. We've got BBC News here. Oh, for fuck's sake, give me a sec. So we've got BBC News here. A bit of a different story to the frigging Sarah. Forgot her name. Everard, was it? Yeah. I've had enough of that anyway. We all know it was completely staged. The visual, the whole thing is just a setup. It's just theatre. Propaganda at its best, distraction. It got people showing off the camera of people wearing all the masks. Everyone was wearing a mask, weren't they? So it basically trying to normalise the mask more through mass media. So everyone that will see the visual all over the UK will be like, oh, look, everyone's wearing a mask. It's just becoming more normal now. So they're normalising that. Obviously, it'll probably become a historical event to them, so they can use it in the schools and stuff in the future, saying this is what happened. It can lead to all sorts of stuff. But yeah, all the distraction. Funny enough, now you've got Katie Price coming out and saying that everyone should have an ID to log into a social media account. You should show ID. If you know who you are and where your location is. So I wonder where that's leading to. Apparently, it's got over 100,000 signatures on a petition, so the government's going to debate it in Parliament. Supposedly, or more than likely, probably part of agenda leading to the social credit system. So yeah, that's scab. Fucking hell. Anyway, so here we've got BBC News. Amazon Fresh Till Less grocery store opens in London. So I know these have been around for a couple of years in America and other places, but this is the first, I think, UK grocery store or shop in the UK that's got no till. It's a till-less shop. So this is interesting because I think this is what shops will be like in the future if we carry on. Amazon has opened a till-less grocery store in London. It's first. Just walk out, shop outside the US. So it's the first one outside of America. So visitors to the Amazon Fresh scan a smartphone app when entering and are automatically billed as they leave. So this is where it gets a bit quite intrusive when we read this. So you've got to have the smartphone app to basically scan the QR code to go into the shop, and then you pick up what you want. They say it's convenient because you can pick up what you want and the cameras are watching you, and then you just walk out. But yeah, let's carry on reading it anyway. The store stocks hundreds of own brand items as well as a third-party products, and also serves a place to collect and return goods bought online. Campaigners have raised privacy concerns, but one retail expert said the opening marked a watershed moment. Having a physical presence with enabled Amazon to address some of its weaknesses, like the mounting costs of deliveries and returns, said Natalie Berg, analyst with NBK Retail. I wonder what that is. Much of the technology involved is located in the ceiling, so it's kind of like artificial intelligence. But she said she did not believe it would pose a threat to the major chains in the near term. Supermarkets have had a few years now to prepare and test own checkout free shopping concepts. Amazon approach, however, promises a more frictionless experience than other retailers. Visitors only have to place an item in a bag or otherwise carry it out to be charged by the store, which is located in the street entrance of the shopping centre in the borough of Ealing. So there's no checkout, there's no till. You just walk in, you scan your QR code on the app, and it recognises you. It's full of cameras, and you walk around the shop, pick what you want, put it in your bag, and walk out again, and it detects what you've picked up through motionless sensors. So it knows what you picked up, and then you walk out, so you don't have to pay anything. They say it's convenient. Obviously, it's about surveillance. So yeah. By contrast, retailers including Marks and Spencer's, Tesco's, and and Sainsbury's required customers to scan items into a smartphone and other devices. I've heard about that, actually. I've went into Sainsbury's once and they asked if I've got this app and you can just scan it and put it into your bag because it's convenient. You know, the US firm is confident of its tech that it says shoppers are not under any obligation to check all the items were accounted for. When you're finished, you're free to walk out, said Miss Matt Birch. Director of Amazon Fresh Stores and ex-Sainsbury's executive. Cameras and sensors. This is where it gets interesting, guys. The technology involved was pioneered at the firm's similar Amazon Go store in the States, which opened to the public in 2018. However, recent advancements means the system can now cope with customers selecting from different bouquets and flowers, magazines and greeting cards. It could not distinguish accurately enough between one choice and another before. It involves the use of hundreds, here we go, hundreds of cameras and depth sensors and software developed using deep learning artificial intelligence techniques. However, it does not involve facial recognition. Now, I'm going to say yet, because when they say that, I mean, why would they put that in there? They don't have to put that in there. So that means they're looking at it. It will involve facial recognition. You go to some of the Asda stores now, they've got bloody face scanners in some of the stores and other stores as well of these corporations, these Masonic corporations. Amazon tracks each customer as they move around the shop, so it's already tracking. They know your ID, everything about your account, your email, everything, your phone number, while you're traveling around the store. And it's motionless sensors. Instead, users must identify themselves on arrival by scanning barcodes displayed with their account on the standard Amazon app. One civil liberties group has raised concerns. Offers a dystopian total surveillance shopping experience, said Sil Carlo from Big Brother Watch. Well, yeah. I mean, but that's what they want, innit? They want to control everyone. Amazon's intense tracking of shoppers will create large personal data footprints than any other retailer. Customers deserve to know how and by whom these record analysts could be used. The company has said it will. Here we go. The company has said it will only associate information collected in the store with a customer Amazon account for up to 30 days. I mean, why? Why would you even want to keep it for that long? Why would you want to store the information? And has further details about how it's used data on privacy site. Expansion plans. Amazon said it has sourced many of its own brand groceries, including milk and eggs from UK suppliers itself. In addition, it has launched Our Selection sub-brand for premium products, including desserts. Other items from Morrison's, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Name, you've got the sons at the end. Freemasons, Morrison's. And Booth Supermarket, with whom it has pre-existing ties. The store also contains a booth where orders can be delivered from its online store. And customers can return goods by scanning codes. And it's all about the QR code again, isn't it? The one that they introduced last year, going into restaurants and stuff. You have to bloody scan a QR code app to say where you are, and so they can track and trace, bollocks. Yeah, it's all about surveillance, all about control, all about bringing us into this smart grid. Next, it'll be the social credit system where you're rated on everything you do and they can detect who you are and where you've been, what you've done. Scary where it's all going. Hand the product over and we'll do the rest for you. Do the rest for you. That's what they want, so you don't have to do anything, guys. You know what I mean? Make it out like it's such a good thing. So they had a bit of negative there, but then they contradict themselves and had a positive like they did before. Just to try and say, oh, it's all right, everything's going to be okay. Adding further stores of some London high streets as well as the city. Marks and Spencer's announced in November it was expanded its use of Scan, Pay and Go service to all its UK grocery stores, and it'll just expand to other corporations, Tesco, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, etc. But this could be the future of. There we go. We've got another son there, Emma Simpson. You know, when you think of the Simpsons, the Simpsons. You know, the TV show. Son at the end, innit? If we can watch this.
As big names retreat from the high street, here's one that's moving in. Amazon's first physical store outside the US. All you need is one of these and the Amazon app.
What the fuck is she wearing? Looks ridiculous. Here we go, hold on.
All you need is one of these.
There's a phone and an Amazon app.
And the Amazon app.
So you scan it.
How does it work? Well, here's the technology. Cameras everywhere on the...
Yeah, there we go. Big Brother. Cameras, sensors. That's what they want. That's the smart grid, guys. That's going to be everywhere. The smart cities. You know, that's where they're aiming.
Roofs and lots of sensors tracking everything.
And it makes you wonder why Amazon's so big. They're introducing it, and it's going to just be introduced worldwide everywhere.
Everything that we take off the shelves
is tracked. Everything you take off the shelves is tracked. This is the future of shopping. If we carry on.
Lots of Amazon own branded products. A counter to collect Amazon orders and return them too. And here's the thing, there aren't any checkouts. You just walk straight out. And here's the bill. It comes off your account. Critics will say this is Big Brother shopping, but is it a glimpse of the future?
Yeah, you fucking bet it is if we carry on. It's where it's going, guys. The smart grid, social credit system. Hey, maybe in the future there's so many cameras and sensors that they know who you are, and you won't even be allowed into the shop because you've got a low social credit score. That's where we're going. Thanks, guys.